And
Yeah, well, as more people came in, I felt more like obligated to talk. You know what I mean?
Mhm. So I got caught up briefly with Gage. She showed me the amendment to his charges in the contract. What are we gonna do with him? Where's he gonna go?
so the last I heard, as of this time, the PD has no access to the building he's in. So Psych was
That's a
going to
problem,
reach.
obviously.
Yes, Psych is going to reach out to Helen
Mhm.
to see if, while things are being tied up legally, she is willing to transfer the house into their name as an independent third party whose sole purpose is like helping Chatterbox, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like their end goal is to continue his treatment, and therefore as a third party, well, that would hold the house while PD
Yeah.
moves on their legal stuff.
Yeah, and transparently, like for me, there's a bit of a openly there's a bit of a conflict, right?
Mhm.
We had to let go of someone, right? And naturally, there are let's say things are being resolved and
Mhm.
figured out still. And I don't know what the full resolution of our position is in BCSO High Command. But when I zoom out and I say, okay, Chatterbox, obviously, we want him to get better, right? But
Yes.
if my department's taking the liability, we need to ensure that he's not in a position where he may do something to others or to himself, or like something happens to him due to the conditions he's placed in, where all of a sudden the liability lies back on us because we cannot afford to watch him 24/7, right? So,
Yes.
whereas I think the previous deal, there was an expectation that it was going to be watched almost 24/7, and that's the bit where I'm like most concerned of. And I do think because I was cooked yesterday, I may have presented it in a way where may have come across as not caring for Chatterbox, but rather it's that he's my second priority to everyone else, right? So,
You can't expend all of your resources on one person. That's absolutely ridiculous, right?
yeah.
I get that.
And if he goes and like stabs someone or someone stabs him and we can't respond, then what? You know what I mean? And so
I mean, that's an issue. I mean, where I'm at right now mostly is okay. If Miss Highwater has denied other people access to the property, what happens if she makes him homeless? What if she just kicks him the fuck out?
So I don't
Then
know
what
if
do we do?
she's denied it, mind you. So to be fully clear, because once again, like I told the story like 5-6 times, and I got more cooked with each. I was given a key. I believe that key's still in the marshal's hands. Bobby, I need to get in contact with him, so I no longer have the key. But I tried using the key; it didn't work. Right now, there's an entire possibility that the key's supposed to work. Right. But it's even the inference of like, is it off? Is it not
There's
off?
a potential issue, right? Yeah.
There's a potential issue, right? And so I was trying to get ahead of it by saying, hey, this could be an issue. But then the second thing, and it appears to be, right, and we got to figure out if it actually is. Part of that problem, though, is we're also dealing with reprimanding the very person that, owns the house, right? So there's a bit of a conflict there. Like, hey, I know we let,
I mean, I don't understand. I don't know the ownership. I don't know
Yeah.
how she has ownership. I don't know what the deal is there. But if
Correct.
she has ownership, like the fact that she agreed at the time, both as a law enforcement officer and the person who owned this home, to house Chatterbox in it, it's become kind of an agreed contract between herself. We could turn it into an injunction that he can stay there for the time being, but like he's already basically consented to it. Anything else, violation of court orders, there's lots of options. It's kind of a mess.
It is. And another thing I was unable to fully, I think, portray clearly yesterday is due to the manner by which we ended up letting Helen go yesterday. Excuse me. We in the three, myself, Angel, and Frost, have trust issues with her, right? So when we're presented immediately, like now we got to figure out Chatterbox, the idea of asking
Engaging
us to
in good faith
entrust
with
her to take care of Chatterbox because the psych said just trust me is very hard to swallow, right? Because like, you know, we can trust them to do the, you know, the psych side of it, but our concern is more from the you know, what happens outside of that, right? He goes on a trip and stabs someone, or who's coming, you know what I mean? It's a different problem set that we're concerned with.
Well, if she's no longer an officer, if she's no longer, you know, hired, then she's no longer the parole officer, right? That's just factual. Gates has figured that out already. That got fixed. Like, but could she be the
Public
landlady?
safety, thank you.
I don't particularly have a, you know, I don't particularly care. Who
I
owns
don't
the
want to
property.
mess their shit up, if you get my meaning. And I think to me, it was very obvious that and I get it, right? The psych has been underdeveloped
totally
for so
frank
long,
with
and now they
you,
have an
like,
opportunity.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was literally right now, Brian, after your interview, meant to be meeting Chatterbox and Helen to go over parole conditions, because Helen was kind of hinting she wanted to lower the restrictions on him at this point. But obviously, now that this has happened, that's going to get thrown back until, you know, one of the new parole officers makes that recommendation.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I'm sure Chatty won't be happy with, but that's life.
Psych's already predicting blowback anyways, just from the entire
Oh
event.
God, I can imagine.
Yeah, there was yeah, exactly that. My primary concern is public safety, but I do want to find a way to allow what the psychs are doing, what Chatterbox is trying to do, and even let Helen succeed in what she wants to do, but in a format in which my department isn't giving everything away and has the potential of something going wrong and then us dealing with the fallout, no one else, right? Because we've been dealing with so much fallout, even with this situation. That
I mean, I'll be straight. The reason I assigned, you know, Blaine County officers to this was purely because of where the house was located, and, you know, Helen's, you know, readiness to engage. Like, there's obviously a reason why I also assigned you and not just Helen to have sole oversight, right? Like,
may I take this just real quick? It's mine,
absolutely.
Sheriff. Hi, Angel.
Hey, really quick. Fury got an expungement, so I want to hire him.
Yes.
Not gonna be an issue, right?
Could I be there? Give me just 15 minutes, and I want him to make a video though.
Well, of course, the video has to happen.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I mean, look, as soon as
I
saw him, I was like, "Come on, let's go." You know what I mean?
Yep, 100%. Well, take your time then. He's on the way up to BCSO. I'll just put him up to some busy workers, tell him or some shit. So.
Okay. All right. Sounds good to me.
All right. Okay. Bye.
See you soon.
Okay, so resolution, right? Ideally, what I'd like, Brian, is to give you guys 2 or 3 days, get your shit together, put your heads together internally in the BCSO, figure out how you'd like to deal with this. I'll also then reach out to Psych and give them a couple of days to put their shit together and figure out what they want to do. And then also probably reach out to Helen and Chatterbox and see where their heads are at, and see if we can like sit down maybe in 2 or 3 days, let the dust settle, let the emotions calm down.
Yeah.
And figure out if we can, you know, what we can do for Chatterbox and also for Blaine County, because obviously we don't want, you know, heightened aggression and risk.
Yep. I love that. If y'all could help facilitate a solution, I think that would be ideal. As without that, I think regardless of what we do put forward, like our concerns may otherwise be seen as demands.
Yes.
And we are just generally not a neutral party considering everything, right?
I get it.
So
it's become a little tense.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So you know,
well,
whatever makes sense, I think we are likely to accept, right?
Let's see if we can make it make sense.
Yep. All
because
right.
clearly conditions have changed, and so we have to change. We have to be flexible.
Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. And
okay, cool. Thank you.
All right.
Also, great interview. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you know, giving me the opportunity to you know, present my, you know, my case, I guess.
Of course.
All right. Hell yeah. All right. Okay.
You've been here a while. You hungry or anything? We've got food.
Oh, the archivists have access to everything. They've already altered the Constitution.
Oh fuck!
Are
What?
you in charge of this investigation, Brian?
Yes.
Okay,
I put my name on it. They have been in direct contact. There is politics internally between people want to run shit, but they don't actually run it, right? And so for me, it's you'll notice the letter A at the very bottom. So they
Can you
put
get that Brian on your phone?
I see that. Motherfucker.
Oh, this is fantastic. Thank you.
I got a phone call today. Yeah.
They have access to everything. SIM cards,
I talked
phone
to
logs.
McAllister about this yesterday because it was on Twitter. So he's at some point when he wakes up, he's going to come talk to me about Greyson being contacted because he's a marshal. And he is already asking me about off the MDT subpoenas. And I understand why this kind of subpoena would be off the MDT. If they're in there, you know?
Oh, for the phone logs. Right.
Yes.
So something...
Pass that my way, I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
They told me they had access to our phone logs, our bank logs, everything.
They were... So on Twitter, the inference was that they had both Rozelle and Junior Huntley's information, right? Similar to like, let's say WikiLeaks, right? Someone puts up like juniorhuntley.zip. The evidence of which was presented to me in a book, which I have shown to one of the marshals, the one with the blue hair. You know, he's the marshal that kind of looks like
that's McAllister.
Quantum. Oh, perfect. Good. So he's got access to that. I did note to him that it was designed in a way to effectively show me by a ping location. Hey, look, we actually have this. They claim that they can siphon money out of accounts, but they have not found the need to. They also claimed that they had told Junior that they wanted him to put forward like cybercrime legislation. That is something I want to represent because Junior brought it up to me earlier today, and he doesn't remember that. So I want to re-engage on that because I'm unsure if they are white hats or black hats. White hats.
I got the impression they were hacktivists.
I feel like they're going to ask for money at some point. They're going to be like, now transfer us millions.
It's not that. It's they were asking me for information. They wanted information trade. That's what they were asking me for.
Well,
that's what I heard as well.
We're not going to weapons traffic. They'll talk to the appropriate people.
The plan of action that we're thinking and you know, keep this close is Angel and I had been cooking a little bit and we're like, well, how do you even deal with this? And the immediate thought is, well, how did they do it? And we're thinking is, where the fuck is all our shit kept? I don't think we've ever been told. And perhaps if we figure out the where, I mean, who knows? They might just have like some kind of device on like the Ethernet cord or some shit. I mean, it's a long shot, but it's the only option we can think of, at least at this time. But you know,
servers like the Life and Beta servers, maybe.
Exactly. The second is that there is a possibility that the computers in the city that a lot of people like to use has been doing a little bit more than we realized. A botnet or something, you know. So something to kind of cook on in case anything does come up.
Interesting, because Junior and I yesterday were talking about Nest, right? Because there's Nest signs everywhere. And I know you wouldn't know anything about this, but this is why when you called me, I was literally talking about Nino, was because I wanted to see who authorized them to come in, because we have I don't know if they're state construction or not, or if just state allowed them to do construction, because they claim they volunteered their time, but if you read their note, it starts off as like, we just want Los Santos to be fine, and ends with our government, our courthouse, and I'm wondering if they put things in the building.
I actually happen to know quite a bit about them.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna sound like a lunatic, so bear with me. I have, due to effectively no reports on the faceless, no action that has been taking place, despite the fact that there's DNA all all over multiple scenes of some of these faceless attacks. despite the fact that we have names. One of these suspects that works for them told me in so many uncertain words, I have not even been interrogated in 7 months. And then went on to pretty much acknowledge his involvement. In having done so, I have some folks that used to work for them that have told me some things and provided quite a bit of information. Part of that information was discussing Nest. What they explained to me, and I cannot verify this, but it sounds plausible, is we owe some significant debt to investors. Those investors have, their investment is a city, Nest being one of their avenues, and that the intent is to effectively, buy us out, right? And when I say buy us out, I don't mean they buy out the island, but rather they own the courthouse indirectly. They owe the debt payments. Well, now what do you do? You know what I mean?
Like when the Simones own the fucking hospital. Okay.
Correct. Or even worse, like if you know anything about developing countries and taking out debts, and now they have to give them 90% of their raw resources, right? Now, Nest apparently is one of those. So where that deal was made, who made it, who knows? Here's kind of the Cook thing. At some point, take a look at the LSBN symbol and flip it around. Now, that's probably a bit of an overcook, but it's very interesting what it looks like. They might have been here for some time now.
Oh my god.
Okay.
When you flip it upside down, it says net. Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm hoping that's one big fucking coincidence, but as for the rest of it, I think it's got a lot more substance. Anyways. All right. Well,
Flip for us.
all right. Well,
Love
you don't
man.
need any food, Brian?
I should be good. I appreciate it though.
Okay, cool.
All right. Y'all stay safe.
You can't do that. That's Michael's bit. Michael's bit is dipping this and leaving the city forever. Is it because I told you that your fiance would fuck Pikachu?
It got broken during COVID because there was no traffic.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense. So during